this is certainly a different view to what you would have got last year, or what you did get last year. This is the new and improved Pleasurewood Hills. Now, for this season, the new owners who did take over last autumn have installed 3 new rides, and they have got another one on the way, which is going to go just to the left of Wipeout. But yeah, you've got a Ferris wheel, you've got a Star Flyer, and you've got a Wacky Worm, a new Cred, and the other ride is a spinning mouse, which I might have done before because it might be the same crash test that was at South Shields about 6 years ago now. So I might have already done that, but that'll probably be coming in the summer. Apparently it's in Japan at the moment, the model that they've got. I'm not sure if it is the one I've been on already, but it might be because it is the same company. So yeah, this place still has a sister park, Ocean Beach in South Shields, because I'm pretty sure they do own the land. It's not just that they own a few rides there, they're actually the owners of the park, and then they also own some of the rides there as well. The main thing I'm looking forward to though is just seeing how well the park is upkept, better than last year, because you know there were weeds growing through the paths, it was overgrown just generally, and I feel like that's the main thing I want to improve on here. I also haven't done Wipeout since the new train, because last time I came it was broke all day and it was supposed to open. There were 4 rides closed. That Cannonball Express, which is now SBNO, that won't operate this season. They have said they want to do something special with it, so I think they want to move it to a different part of the park, so it's just not viable. They want to get another train for it, which it does need, because you can only get like 8 people on there at a time, so it's not the best capacity for quite a long ride. But I'm sure they want to keep it. It's, you know, it's a Schwarzkopf coaster. It's the only one left in the UK. The chairlift was also shut. Again, I think that was advertised to be open. The only thing that was shut that was advertised was the miniature railway, which should be open today. So the main thing is the ride availability and the atmosphere. I mean, the queue to get in, it does seem like it's going to be busier. They're actually letting in now. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do first. I don't know if Wipeout's going to be open first. I might just go down and do Egg-Spress like last time. Yeah, so we'll see how the Ferris wheel's going now. I'm not sure why that one top gondola's silver and the rest are white, but yeah, this is one of the new rides. Putting some tall rides at the front was a very wise decision, because it really just changed the skyline. Here we go. Brand new coaster, it's just opened. And this is the first of the 4 coasters I've got at the park. Currently there are 5, but one's SBNO. So, yeah, 4 coasters. You've got this, you've got Egg-Spress, Marble Madness, and Wipeout. And of course, the other 3 you have seen before, but you need to go back and watch some of the videos from like 2022 if you want to see like Wipeout. Yeah, this is, I'm not really sure what the manufacturer is on it, but it's a park model Caterpillar. Some of the plans. But yeah, they've got nice permanent queues for all the new rides. I think the Starflyer has some like Harris fencing around it, so I'm not really sure what that is, but very smooth. Oh, Goodman Park, there we go. I like how they've put this in, because not only is it a new coaster, it's something for the kids to step up, because Egg-Spress is a decent size, so for younger kids they can start on this, then go to Egg-Spress, and then Marble Madness, and then Wipeout, when they're tall enough for Marble Madness anyway, because it's quite strict. That's why Cannonball was a good coaster, but I'm sure it'll come back. This feels like it's got that rocking bit on the little bunny hops. I think they're going to do something with that little go-kart track, like the little pedal carts, possibly like a Gulliver's Parks. Yeah, this is presented really well. You know, it's a travelling ride. Hopefully it's permanent. There we go. There we go. So that hasn't worked since Hobbs a bit. This is about as far as the blade went. Oh, the wheels are so not the trip.
A little distance, or is she? Don't close your eyes. You've got to grow, isn't she?
Is this what the waves like? Or is that just
It's like icon. It's like a clamshell. So. I think it'll be 40 next year, this.
An old Egg-Spress.
I think that'll be 40 next year as well. Well, that might be this year.
I remember it being on the Rattlesnake, you know. And I went on it as a kid.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a big woody in the middle of the Ferris wheel because they've got a sign down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Almost there, I think. Whee! And there's no messing around on the backward section, it's just... It's intense! Oh, it's good to be back on there.
Really comfortable. Might be up when it's over.
Here we are. Now, if you know me, I don't like star flyers, but these ones, they're not too tall, not too fast. So I do quite like these, like the one at Hunstanton, Twin Lakes. Basically, if you can take in the view and breathe at the same time, I don't mind them. That's the one at Flamingo Land's, yeah, it's horrible. if you like to be able to breathe on rides, because the wind's, you know, without the wind in your face, then it's probably not the best idea. Sean went on it from, the well-known channel Theme Park Worldwide, and it was terrifying. He went on there, and it clearly wasn't the operating conditions for it. It was way too windy. Yeah, this isn't that bad. Yeah, but I think if you came on this in high winds, it might be a little bit worse. But yeah, it's not spinning round really fast, so it's fine. Yeah, I can stay calm on this. Yeah, it clearly wasn't supposed to be operating, that one at Flamingo Land. It was horrible because he did a 360 on it. All the chains were getting tangled. Like, come on, you shouldn't be operating in that weather. In UK safety standards as well. I wonder if I can see Great Yarmouth. Obviously, we're in Lowerstoft. You see the Caterpillar down there. That big patch of concrete behind Wipeout, that's where the new spinning coaster's going to go. So spinning mouse, it's just a bit odd because you've already got a wild mouse, but Marble Madness isn't a spinning mouse, so it's fine. Jolly Roger's the drop tower. It feels like you're closer to Wipeout than you actually are. Yeah, Jolly Roger's great. I love a drop. I think drop towers are probably my favourite type of flat ride now. Obviously I missed Apocalypse at Drayton Manor, so I kind of always have a soft spot for them. That's the miniature railway. It's nice to see people on there. Yeah, the chairlift's not open yet, but I don't think it's quite 12 yet. I mean, all the gondolas are on it, so yeah, it's alright. It's a bit cold. Still a bit nippy. You got the birds centre down there. There's quite a few people on there. That's nice. Yeah, the birds area in there. There's like a little outdoor enclosure. I think they do a bird show in the building. Yeah, it's just I think they did a lot of half jobs at Looping Group because this new company's come in, seen like, oh, we can put some new theme in, like in this area where Looping Group had done a re-theme on something, but the Premier Attractions is like, we can put even more theme in, like Marble Madness. So good. I mean, even like the Harris fencing down here is painted. I did say that it's a bit odd that it hasn't got wooden fences all the way around, but maybe it will eventually. Yeah, definitely. They seem to have gone around the paths. Like there's no weeds growing up the path. You know, so it's a lot of new tarmac. It's just this is what the park should have been. The way it was last year was like the way Oakwood was, because the new company had only just bought it, so I hadn't had a chance to do anything. And it was like the way Oakwood was just before it closed. And it was really sad, the future of this park, and it just seems they've added 4 new rides they already owned. Funfair companies can operate parks. Here I'm on Jolly Roger. the drop tower. This is a Fabry drop tower. It's pretty good. And they've actually done up the backflash as well, because it used to just be like a metal panel. And then they've done a wooden cladding on it. So here we are. Yeah, Cannonball Express. I sat on this side. Oh, they took a piece of track out down there. Can't really see if they're doing anything to it. Oh, is it down? Or is that just... Not sure, they might have took a couple of pieces of track out. But yeah, you can see the queue line, the entrance for it's down there. Here we go. Do you think you sit here quite a while though? You can feel it swaying a bit. Oh, here we go! Woo-hoo! Oh, so forceful, so much airtime on it. There's a mummy down there. It's not the monorail yesterday, you get like a behind the scenes. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. See lights. Here we go. Where's where from? is the third and final new ride of the season. Well, not of the season, but of the current ones, because there is a fourth. We'll be able to see that from the top. Oh well. Probably from about halfway around. So that's Egg-Spress station. Basically where that bit of concrete is, they're going to be putting a reversion spinning a spinning wild mess, probably be a reversion or well, if it's crash tested, if it's the old crash test, it'll be the different manufacturer. Yeah, it's good to see Wipeout running. Like, that is the signature ride. Obviously, they have got a coaster down, but then there's 2 new coasters for this year, so you know it could be worse. I hope it reopens. I mean, it looks like it should. They're just kind of figuring out whether to get a new train for it, where to move it. Because what could work is if they move it here next year and swap out the spinning coaster, put that but down that end. Because I know they want to move it next to Wipeout, so it's a bit windy. I'm glad it's got all these like barriers around the side of it. Yeah, well, I think I might have gotten the Starflyer at the right time. No, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's very windy. I'm glad that it's got these covers around it, because if this was like the one at Birmingham, it'd be horrendous. Only halfway up. Maybe it's because it's so open on this side. It's like because there's no other rides to block it in. I imagine that might be the pay booth for it down there on that truck for when it's at a travelling fair. Obviously, you'd pay your entry there probably. Yeah, Cannonball Express is the coaster. I did go on it in 2022. I don't know if I filmed on it. I should have done. Well, I'm not sure if I filmed on anything here though. But yeah, because I had my camera on Wipeout. I remember. Yeah, I should have filmed on it there. So there is a POV from a long time ago, but yeah, it is a shame. It's a very unique to Jetstar Jumbo 5, so it's the only one ever built. Yeah, there you can see the part. Yeah, it just feels fresher, like all the floor's been done. I would like to see the boat ride come back somewhere else, because the wave swing is there now, but they used to have a semi-dark ride. It was like he had an outdoor section and then an indoor section. It was nautical themed, and it closed in 2014 or 2015. It was before I first came anyway. Yeah, there's the big woodies, so they're going to go on in the middle of the Ferris wheel, one on each side. I imagine that one's going to go on the car park side. Nice little entrance, and means that this ride should be permanent. I do love the fact that I love this simple little thing. Put wooden fencing around the ride, so it's not just the metal funfair fencing. It's got proper wooden fences, and you know, it just means that it feels more permanent. It doesn't just feel like it's been plonked in. It's such a simple thing. But yeah, this is. I think this is potentially the best the park's looked since I've been coming, and Wipeout's testing again. I mean, earlier it seemed to go down because of the rain, but I mean, there's still people in the queue, so. Hopefully it's nothing major. I did just go on there again, so. There we go. Yeah, it'll be next year it turns 40. That coaster, it was at Glasgow Garden Festival, then American Adventure, and then it's been here since 2007. So it's been here for 20 years next year, so that's half of its life. But yeah, I'm glad they got the new train for it. It doesn't seem as reliable as the old one, but hopefully that is just because it's the start of the season. Still getting it ready. Yeah, you've got pony track down there, you've got a water slide. It's got a big queue. It's not a high throughput though, considering it's not. Well, it's probably the best atmosphere I've had, but it's still not that busy. Jolly Roger's gone. I don't know if we'll get the interaction with Jolly Roger. But yeah, really, really good to put the big rides at the front. Caterpillar at the, you know, more over that way. Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, 4 coasters here, and then obviously a 5th, you know, arriving soon, and then you've got that, which hopefully that means I'll have 6 coasters next year. But I do like the fact that this seems to be, you know, they're not just temporary travelling rides. They already own them. They're putting them here permanently and making them bedded in. That's really good to see. So that was 2 revolutions. That might be it. Just seem to be slowing down. Still good. Oh no, we're going again. Well, look at it. Yeah, the things that aren't open, the chairlift isn't open, and the bigger railway. It says they're open on the app, but they're not. There is a crew member on that station. There was a crew member at the other station as well. So hopefully they're trying to get that ready. I don't know if it's because of the wind, but then this is open in the wind, so you know. No, they're getting they're filling up the train again. By the look of it. Yeah. Yeah, they're not running the on-ride photos on there, which I think they're new for this year, so I don't know why they're not running them at the moment, but I think they're running them on at least Water Fun Factory and Marble Madness. I think they have 1 booth, and then you got Moby Dick, which is the it's like a little caterpillar ride, like not a caterpillar coaster, but you know, like a Mulan Polar Express type ride, but it's oh yeah, they're letting off at the bottom. Going to be stuck at the top. Yeah, it's like a little, you know, a dragon roundabout at Paulton's, but a lot slower. Like Blue Mountain Engines at Thomas Land in Drayton Manor. It's that type of ride. And the dark rides on the main street. I would like them to give the areas names, not necessarily like themed areas. And then maybe there's a few areas that you could do with music, but then it does seem to be improved. Like there's quite a few rides that got music now, because that really adds to the atmosphere as well as crowd levels. Come and support this place, get the crowd levels up as well. But yeah, I think the foundations could be finished up a little bit better under the Star Flyer. But maybe it will be, because they've got that temporary fencing up, so they could do that up a bit better and plant some flowers and gardens around the park. Look at Paulton's. You know, quite simple. Once they grow up, it'll look really nice. The theatre could definitely do with some TLC, but I know they're doing the interior, so maybe the exterior will be done as well. Yeah, the chairlift goes from there all the way across to the, so it goes from Egg-Spress to the Volare flat ride. Is it Kite Flyer? I think it's Kite Flyer. Yeah, but by the miniature railway. Yeah, the main train's not running by the look of it, because I can't even see the locomotive for it. But it goes round. But I did get that on last time though, because the staff member gave us a little plastic spider from one of the Halloween decorations. But yeah, sort of blend it in with what Looping Group did, but give it its own unique style. That's what the new. I think, yeah, there's a few bits of feedback, like Rootin' Tootin', they've done a really good job. It doesn't seem like it's quite finished anyway though, because I think they were talking about making what's the entrance, making that the exit, and then making like the cattle pen into a shop, and then having the entrance be the exit, like when it was Hobbs Pit. But they have done some work like fixing the lights, the guns. I don't think the scoreboard's working. Oh yeah, there's people on it. Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't look like it's working. I think it's frozen on like maybe yesterday's scores. But the guns are working, the targets. But some of the animatronics aren't moving. I think there's only one that's moving, like the sheriff animatronics. But you can still see them at least. It's not pitch black in there. Here we go. It's, if you're scared of heights, you probably wouldn't want to be on here at the moment. There we go. Yeah, there's a cherry picker on the chairlift. But yeah, you can really see what the park is. It's quite a big park, and there's quite a bit of expansion room if they want to put more rides in. Oh, look at that. The coma. with some kid trains obviously, but you know, the trains on it used to be the same as Millenniums at Fantasy Island. They're just the generic boomerang trains. Starfly's got so much more kinetic energy. See, with the new rides, and then it's just people going on stuff, you know. It's quite quiet, but hopefully it picks up in the summer. I mean, if it's busy here now, like barely, the summer should be great. Like really, just go to if this is your local park, or if you live in Yarmouth, just come, or anywhere near in the area. This is a place that's worth supporting because the future could be really bright if it gets the support that it needs. Because I keep saying Universal's all well and good, but we need the smaller parks because at the moment they're our biggest part of the industry. And this has got more variety of attractions than Alton Towers, I can tell you that. Not 11 coasters and what 3 flat rides and whatever in outside of kids areas. It's kind of yeah, there we go. That was good. That and Wipeout interaction's great, especially because I missed out on filming the coaster interaction yesterday with the monorail. Round 2 on Jolly Roger. Yeah, you can see like the lights down there. They might just be off a flat ride. Or off this potentially, because I think this had a lighting package on it at one point. But you know, they could do something with that space. I mean, you can see what looks like the outline of where a couple of flat rides would have been. Oh, are we going? Oh, the view's definitely better from up here. You can see everything, but let's get the other side earlier. Here we go. Woo! Woo! Oh, so good. And that is it for, I mean, infinitely better than last year. There's so much more than just the rides, just the atmosphere, the flooring that's been done. That makes such. You might think, oh, it's just some new tarmac. It makes a massive difference. At the entrance, your first impression, it all used to be all cracked, the flooring, and they've all done it up. Premier Attractions, who now own this place, have done such a good job. Like, it's 6 months turnaround, and the ride availability is, I mean, that's the main thing. But there's been families here, and the kids seem to be enjoying it. I don't think anyone's had a bad day, because I think last time, you know, people would have complained because of the ride availability, but everyone seems to enjoy themselves now. It's really nice, it really is, because, yeah, we went that year with quite bad ride availability, really. I think, because they've done the refurbishment on Route and Tooting as well, and that makes all the difference, because I know that some of the animatronics might not be working, and they haven't done like the gift shop at the exit yet. I hope that's still on the cards. Maybe even add some. I don't know if it did have triggered effects before, but they could add something. I think the main thing this park needs to get people flowing into the areas is some signage for where things are. So if you think about it, like in CBeebies Land, you've got just like little finger posts telling you where certain attractions are, and I think this needs that. Just little signage. You could put some rock work around them at the bottom. You literally just like, you know, a little few pebbles with a signpost, and it's got the ride logos on just to tell you where they are. Because I think it could do with that. I think people have spread out. You know, I think like, you know, Marble Madness's queue went down and Wipeout opened. Obviously Wipeout was slightly late, but it wasn't 12 o'clock. The only things that have been shut, the chairlift, that might have been shut since the start of the season though, because they've been doing work on it. Yeah, so they were actively working on it. It didn't just feel like, oh, it's abandoned, because you could be mistaken for thinking this place was abandoned last year. Yeah, you know, you could tell they were doing work on it. It feels like a proper theme park now. Well, it is an amusement park, but it doesn't feel like abandoned. It feels like, you know, you come here for a day out, and it does feel different to Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. It's not like a seaside amusement park exactly, but it's kind of it's like a sort of woodland amusement park kind of thing, which we don't really have. I mean, like I said, Wicksteed Park's the best place to compare it to. Just give every ride its own identity, and you know, there's quite a few pirate rides next to each other, and a few like, you know, sort of surfing themed rides next to each other. Now there are people on it. Yeah, they have run a few test runs of it today, but it just seemed to have consistently operated. I mean, that's great. I did it on the front. It's definitely a front row ride. It feels more intense on the front. And I mean, it might have warmed up and because of the rain, but yeah, I just did it in the front. I did the Caterpillar as well. Couldn't get on the pony track because it broke down. I did the one yesterday though. Yeah, the only things that have been shut all day, the chairlift and the mini twister, because even the big railway open later. Yeah, the mini twister's like a kid sizzler. It's quite unique, but that they have actually been reassembling that today, so that shouldn't be too long. It's just one of the little kids rides. I think especially in that kids area there's a few things that are quite tucked away that could do with some signage, because unless you go on the miniature railway you might not see them. But yeah, you've got mini twister. There is a junior pirate ship. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with that, because I'm sure it was in the storage yard next to Marble Madness last time, and it hasn't returned. So it's not exactly a ride that's closed. It's just a ride that's not set up. But I don't know if that might come back somewhere else, because I think it used to be kind of where the Caterpillar is now, but they could put it somewhere else. Maybe not in that kids area, but they could put it around somewhere. Cannonball hopefully comes back at some point. Hopefully next year. You know, if they want, you know, you've got the 3 new rides now, loads of refurbishments and renovations, and you know, it's just brilliant. And then you've got the spinning coaster coming in the summer, and that could be next year's big thing. The fact that that might be moved, you might put the spinning coaster there and then move that to next to Wipeout, and that'd be next year's big thing then. Get new trains for it, because it does need them, maybe from Gerstlauer if they can afford it. And it'd be brilliant. Hopefully it just gets the income that it needs this year, because that's, if you want it to reopen, which I do as well, it's a great ride. It just, they are like, they have sort of suggested specific things for it, like, you know, new trains, maybe relocating it, things like that. Maybe you could still hear Egg-Spress. It's so loud. Maybe, you know, come and support it this year, because yeah, you might think, oh, it's just 3 travelling rides, then obviously a 4th one coming, but it's not just that. There's so much more to this park, and I'm just way more sad. I mean, just after Wipeout, I was already very satisfied compared to last time, and they're all brilliant new rides. There's a lot of variety here, you know. Junior Coaster's great because Egg-Spress, it's a bit of a, you know, step down for younger kids for Egg-Spress, and they can build up. Ferris wheel's great, a bit of a classic, and it's not an upcharge because it is owned by the park. Starfly is great as well, and the spinning coaster's a bit iffy because they've already got a Wild Mouse, but it's capacity, isn't it? And it's a slightly bigger coaster. It's a new coaster that's bigger than the Caterpillar to fill in the gap where Cannonball was. So not literally to fill in. I mean, it might be next year, but like, you know, the gap that's left by the ride availability. But everything that's supposed to be open has, apart from the chairlift, really. Oh, that might have even been advertised. Not on the. They need to update the app, because they've got an app now, and it was saying that some things were open that weren't. But yeah, but it's definitely been way more consistent. They need to update the maps as well. I think there's a few things I could suggest. The music has improved. It just feels like there's a lot more music, which does add to the atmosphere. Because if you come on a quiet off-peak day, then it's still going to have a better atmosphere than it did before. Other thing, like Egg-Spress seems to have a lot of rows out of action, so hopefully that can get sorted by Zera. It's probably potentially like more than half the train that's off. So I think the car ride looping group did a bit of that, but it does need some more theming upgrades, like painting up stuff. You can tell where looping group have done things, like on the pony truck it looks like they've added some new bits since looping group did the re-theme. Marble Madness, that was out of action for a year and came back. They didn't really do that much to it for it to be out of action for a year, but they've added more theming to that as well. So it's like looping group have done these odd little things, and Premier Attractions have gone, well, we can add even more to that. And yeah, brilliant. Wipeout's photo kiosk isn't on either by the look of it. I think the other 3 were, but Wipeout's isn't. They're doing up the theatre. I hope they do the exterior and the bit of the. They could do the bottom if they're going to keep that scare maze. Do up the bottom, because then it'd look like the mine shaft then. If they're going to do up the top, it used to be Mr. Blobby's theatre, and because there was a bit of Mr. Blobby stuff here, that's why there's a Mr. Blobby in that area there. It's it's like it looks like an information centre, and like where you can go if you go on a school trip, if your school's not tight. But yeah, the train carriage where the other scare maze was, if you've seen that from last year, like, I don't know what they're doing with that, because it's kind of blocked off by a big fence at the moment. They could use it for something else, because they've kept the train. It does look very rusty now though, so maybe they are just going to get rid of it. It's only the loco though, the carriages are alright. There we go. Yeah, the kinetics are good at this park. And there's a drop tower as well. Yeah, I'd just say you can have a great day, and it feels like it's going to be more consistent, because it was quite hit or miss before. And you know, like if like I saw this vlog from an Australian person who came here, and it wasn't a great first impression. It wasn't a great first impression, and he didn't like it. I mean, he was doing a spinny wheel and wanting to go to Thorpe Park, but you need to understand a place, and especially now, if you again see everything through the eyes of its target audience, there's nothing wrong with our best parts of the industry being smaller, independent parks. So yeah, it's worth it. It's not just 3 funfair rides, it's just a better park for every reason. And this is probably the best visit I've had. I've been here 4 times now. I've been 10 years now since the first time, and then I came 2022. I think it was all right. I don't think the atmosphere was that great, and then last year the atmosphere was probably a little bit better, but then the ride availability was terrible. So yeah, I mean the staff are friendly as well. Like the staff are really enjoying themselves. Although I don't know if they weren't before, because I know that another park that's been bought by a funfair company, Mellors, who own Fantasy Island, who aren't doing as well. I don't want to say they're not doing as good of a job here as here, but what I like is I did put a bit of in the what the logo for the caterpillar looks like. People said the new logos were AI. They're detailed and block paint style. I don't think they're AI. They don't look like it. It's just the same style that AI likes to copy. Fantasy Island has clearly used... Not Fantasy Island. Flightwater Valley has clearly used some AI for the logo. Things could be better than that. And I think because they've only added the one new ride, and it is a bigger ride, but at a park like that you need to add some stuff. Like some flat rides maybe. Like here you've got 3. I mean, you know you already had a big coaster here, whereas Lightwater Valley's big coasters all got removed. So it makes sense that it's big, but I think a couple of flat rides would have done well. But yeah, I am quite positive about the future, even more so than Lightwater Valley, I think. Even though I love Fantasy Island, but I don't know. I think with that, Fantasy Island will be the big park, Lightwater Valley will be the smaller one, whereas here's the big park and South Shields is the smaller one, but South Shields will still be well done. I think with, yeah, the effort, I think this place is putting a little bit more effort in than Mellors with Lightwater Valley. But they have got a Paulton's vision for that place, so hopefully it'll work out. But yeah, I mean, I think, like, you know, there's a few things I can point out, but it's a very quick turnaround for 6 months, and I think, you know, hopefully those are the next things to be addressed. Not massive things, just little things to improve your guest experience, really. And then obviously the next big thing will be Cannonball, hopefully. But yeah, it's really positive. I just hope that people come and support it, because that's what it needs. If you want it to do well, you need to actually support it, and you will have a better day. Because Looping Group didn't have the best operations, but yeah, and that does bring me to the end of this little Great Yarmouth trip, and obviously here in Lowerstoft as well. And it's been really good. It's been really complete, I think. Even if Britannia Pier had maybe some improvements they could make to the rides, but it has felt quite a nice complete visit, considering it's a weekend rather than a week, you know. But yeah, so for Pleasurewood Hills, that's it, and here's to a bright future to the park. You just need to get here and see it.